Hello from Slovenia again. I still had some paint from my previous bloom transfer that I will put link into the cards and description box if you want to see that one. This is my second time trying bloom transfer. I will go through the colors. I used Quenequadon Gold by Hobain. This is Pebeo Iridescent Gold. And next one is Amsterdam Azo Yellow Medium. And I will use this Little Piggy Pigment Stuffy and Permanent Red Violet from Amsterdam. And those colors that I pour in the puddle are mixed with Owatrol, floetrol and JoSonja varnish, and the base is just titanium white with Owatrol, floetrol. For the cell activator, I will again use Ambre Art cell activator, French company that sells here in Europe. I will use white, turquoise, green and black. And I will, of course, blow cell activator over the colors and then transfer that to the canvas. As I said, this is my second time doing that. And what I want to achieve, I know, sorry for the angle, but my other camera didn't record. I don't know, you know, those things sometimes go weird. So I still have to work on how to blow out, how to get this, you know, blending of colors, how to get lacing exactly where I want. So this is me practicing blooms and trying to explain you, you know, because I get a little too deep on some parts and yeah, still have to work on that part. And I don't want to be transfer it in the middle of the canvas, so I would have more things to, I don't know, work with. And here I start kind of struggling with composition because I believe that I should have placed it there. So yeah, from now on, I will just try to get some composition that it's still nice. I don't know, maybe I should even keep that negative space. Probably I even didn't have enough pillow paint down because these paints are kind of thick and, you know, but as I said, it's a learning process and I take you with me and we can see what work, okay, what not, how we can improve, or maybe just be happy with what you created. I really like this painting, but as I will told you on the end at the end of the video, with the close-up, I will tell you when she will be dry, what maybe I should do differently too, I don't know. So yeah, the dried results are beautiful, colors are beautiful, just few things to improve, and I believe that I will be close to the picture that I have in my head. And since I'm talking over this, maybe I can, because it's not a lot more left of this video. You know, sometimes I ask myself the biggest struggles that I have in fluid art is probably because I kind of always have a picture in my head how I want my canvas to look like. And I am struggling with maybe follow totally the paint, not try to involve my brain and the picture that I had in my head before I start pouring too much. But with the technique that you are learning, this is normally, you know, something that you are struggle with, because you see some paintings that are your inspiration, trying to incorporate yourself in it, but still, you know, you have a kind of a vision how it should look and try to achieve that in the canvas. But sometimes maybe I should lose myself a little more. So yeah, this is the wet results, and next will be the dried results. So stay tuned. So here she is dry. I still have to work on the composition. I have to figure out how to blow out the paint that I can stretch it out as I want, because I like some of those gradients, I like some lacing, but still try to figure all things out. But you have to practice to get there. It's just the way it is. Yeah. So this was my second try. I will put the link on to my first one into the description box, and let's see if I can evolve from here. Thanks for being here, and see you again on the next one. Bye!